when we were kids, that Juniata River that is so crystal clear when we're out on it had not any kind of growth in it when we were kids. It had shopping carts and old fucking engines, you name it. It was that dirty. We did tests when we were in 6th grade.
So like, what happened? They
tested,
started cleaning it up?
We tested what? Oh, I remember like signing petitions about what's going on? Why are you adults
allowing this to happen?
My fodder? What the hell? Like, you tell me not to fucking litter, and this is my hometown. And we had a petition and started petitioning, and it was crazy because it was just at the right time where everybody started thinking about the environment. All of us live out here, and you're gonna tell us, that's when I would freak out about everywhere we went. Why are you doing that and telling us that we can't litter and don't do this and don't do that? Look,
so you was an activist for something that you cared about.
That might have been one of the things I was an activist. Yeah, I've been an activist before, but
think about it.
Everybody takes activist and puts it with politics.
Yeah, well, no, an activist. See, people need to figure out what activists are.
Yeah,
But you seen your future.
Like yeah.
They were, you needed to drain the swamp.
And I totally understand how people get emotional about it. But it's the what that happened afterwards. Yes, I was emotional about it. I was like, it's ugly. Why do I gotta see a shopping cart when I'm at river? Like, you see a movie, you don't ever see that shit. You see this pristine, oh my God, it's a postcard. Where's my postcard at?
So basically,
it was funny because I did my part. That's for damn sure. Like, every person that met me did not fuck litter no more.
Yeah.
Cause here's a kid, what are you in 6th grade? 12? No, maybe 11. I don't know. Young.
Yeah.
Telling you, hey, you can't litter. Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's against the law. And that's when
laws started happening.
Oh yeah.
Litter
like
laws.
that whole time period. And I literally watched Pennsylvania change from, and I don't know. I doubt that we were the ones that started it, but we were damn sure the ones in our hometown
about it.
In our hometown went, no shit. And we didn't have an internet to just jump on and find other people. We had to, look online or what organizations or who, how did you teach us to scientifically figure this out? Because we did, when we went to the river, like, we learned what the water flow of the water was, by looking at, okay, the water's this wide and it's this deep. So we're doing math now. Did the math problem. This is how much water is flowing through here per minute. And I can't remember what CFM stands for. Current flow per minute. And it's based on 100 gallons. So every CFM is times 100 gallons per minute that's flowing. From there to there. Did that shopping cart get thrown there? Somebody didn't walk out there and push that golf cart or that grocery cart out there. That thing got pushed. Where did that thing start?
Yeah.
And now, and the overall result was, we're like Lily's been saying lately, we're the one straw at our driveway that met up with that straw at the driveway. Now they're in the Ohio River, and next month they're in the fucking ocean. And at the ocean, you have a bad day, good winds and rain, everything piles up in one place. But it was neat to learn that and go, what the fuck?
So you were
a little bit
part of the well-oiled machine.
Ooh,
you had your part.
Here's a brand new machine. But what was funny is by the end of it, we were a bunch of young people that actually weren't scared of the system.
And that's what we're the Generation X. That's what's about to happen.
That was when people that could be awakened were. And if you get to that point in your life, you're like, or I take over and I take my piece. Yeah. And now you're going to live by my rules. Because at some point, and that's why I think what we're going through right now is the coolest looking thing to me, because I have never seen anybody smart enough or have enough time on their hands or know enough people. And it's all timing, because it's all technology that's making it happen.
Helping a lot.
Yeah.
I can't go too much further.
Nope.
I drink regular coffee.
What a day it's gonna be. We both had coffee.
Oh God. But
And I had a wake and bake.
My heart is crazy right now.
Look at the pine tree. The hemlock hugging that was cool.
Oh my goodness. I love you. All right, so basically, because I feel like I gotta stay on this a second. You seen what I seen. Jay's savoring the environment. Whoa.
This ain't really environment, just their piece of it.
Just what?
Just their piece of it. I can't take care of the whole earth.
Well, you know what?
You did your part yesterday. I saw that Coors Light can wasn't ours.
Yeah. And I wanted to pick up more. I feel like we should always have like a little hanging trash bag on us.
Yeah, well, I have a little, it's actually like a stringer, but it's just a mesh bag.
Yeah, that's what we need.
But they're like a diving bag. They're good.
Okay, so.
Anyway, yeah, you were trying to get to a point.
Even this right here, us just picking up little random things, litter. What blows my mind is the fact that anybody thinks that it's okay to just throw this out in someone else's land.
Oh,
Like, why do you think that's okay? Because what they need to realize is it's not this moment that matters. It's every time someone does it.
It's the times 1,000, times a million.
It adds up. So I don't understand why we can't think, let's take care of the earth that has been given to us.
Oh, by the way,
ours.
The CVMA is going to see this. Today's cleanup day, and we're not back in Kentucky. Brothers and sisters,
cleaning up.
I'm taking care of another veteran's land. We're doing our part.
Yes.
Cool, guys. But we would have loved to have been there, but it's pretty beautiful here, too.
Yeah. So we'll clean up here.
Okay, so why ideas on that?
Okay, hold on. Why people think it's okay to litter?
First, I want to say something. It's not all just litter. A lot of it is just not thinking about it. While you're at McDonald's, you're in the middle of a city, you know, and you hop out to take that bit of trash out that you just ate all your burgers and stuff, and the cheeseburger wrapper flies. And you're like, oh, and you go put it away, because in your mind you go, you know what, this is a city anyway, they have a municipality, they have a job cleaning that up, job security for somebody, all right. Well, that's one.
That is definitely an argument that I have heard. That somebody has a job to clean up, like the inmates.
Mm-hmm.
They do road cleanup,
But
so it gives them something to do.
But it shouldn't be a job that somebody gets paid for. It should be inmates and people that do that. Somebody gets caught doing that, that's your community service for however long it takes.
Yeah.
For your little feelings to get hurt.
Well, and here is the other thing. I think, why can't people think of the earth, the land, as your own living space, your living room? But unfortunately, I have been in many living rooms.
Yeah, where that's a bad idea. Hoarders, number one.
We don't want you thinking that way. If that's the way you are, you just throw your trash all over the place. It's serious, extreme issues. So really, their mind thinks that the whole earth and even where they live is a place
It's their bathroom.
Trash.
It's their freaking
so we
trash can.
We can't argue that one. So, but I think that.
See, this was somebody started collecting wood off the road and said, we're going to come back and get this beer can.
And they didn't.
Well, that's theirs. It's their house, so I'm sure. I only know that because of the flavor of beer. But, yeah, so one is, people give that idea of somebody else is going to take care of it. I mean, hell, all across the country today, there's Boy Scouts of America, chapters like ours out there taking care of roadways. We adopted them. But we had to claim them as our own, right? Because nobody else is going to.
Yeah.
I remember as kids, and it was funny, me and Harry talked about it yesterday. We were 11 years old, and before we would go do something with our parents, they wanted to teach us about the outdoors, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever. They'd take us out there beforehand to show us what we were dealing with. A couple of days beforehand. When we were done seeing everything, the whole way back, this is what we did.
Awesome.
So when we went fishing on opening morning, we weren't standing there in a bunch of trash. We were, and I'm not saying bunch, it's not everywhere, but it's everywhere. There's, people don't think about it. And everybody, has to think of it, and just like you're talking about, number one, it starts wherever you are. That's it. I just have a thing. It personally hurts my heart to see shit like that, because I have seen the end results, the multiplications of
in the river systems.
When
you're fishing.
The wind and the water will move everything on this freaking planet, everything, and it doesn't matter how big, how strong, it's gonna move it. So the little stuff, and that's what it's for. The water's to filter everything, so we have cleanliness at some point from our stupid, dirty selves. But it's these couple things right here. 1, 2. There's 2 straws, 2 what used to be beer cans. Like this one's been around long enough that it is crushed flat, and there's only half of it there. It started just like that. The rest of it made it into the water system. And if you go down to where there's a log in the water, we'll find way more trash than this piled up against it, because it picks it up and it'll drop it off somewhere. But as soon as the water picks up again, grabs another pile and takes it downstream. And the further you go down, the more it collects, and the more it collects. And then it hits the ocean, and we see New Jersey shore.
Well, okay, so
entitlement's another one.
Entitlement.
Just straight entitlement. That
Yeah.
I don't have to. Nobody ever made me do it before, and I'm not going to start now.
Well, my thing is, where my mind goes is we can preach this, we can teach this, we can raise awareness, we can cuss people out, we can get on Facebook and get all mad and then share things and la la la. So my thing is, what is the most effective way to help people see a different light in it? Help people see a different perspective. Instead of, we can't go at them insulting them. We can't go at them, you need to do what I say to do.
We can do that too.
We can. It's not what gets the job done. So what would be your suggestion on how to help the scales be removed from people's eyes and mind about littering?
Oh, I gotta do that. This one really gets to me.
We gotta talk up, because we got.
This kind of jumped out as the number one thing, popped right up in my head. People just sit around and video and don't pick up crap.
We all have our parts.
And that's it. Everybody has got to do something. And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what it is, because
So I was looking at him a little crazy for a second.
like she didn't know what I was talking about.
No, I totally knew what you were talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
But I thought
exactly-
about what you were talking about, and I said,
It's all of it.
because he's talking about me, because I'm videoing and not picking up trash. But we all have a part in it.
She's
He has-
educating you.
Thank you. He has the part of the actual
I'm
work,
a role model.
picking up the things. I have the part of bringing awareness and getting people to think. So, but you don't know that when I'm not doing this video, and
She's
what I'm
doing
doing
this.
is this. So just remember, everybody has their part, different parts. Yeah, like that.
A little fountain of water to boil it quick.
So okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, there's lots.
How do we bring a human mind who feels self-entitled or doesn't think about it? How do we help them to see it? What do you feel is the correct way of
I don't think there's a correct
helping
way.
a mass?
It's leadership, period. But
Leadership.
consists
Beautiful.
of several things.
Yeah.
It is not just trying to make somebody do something. It is, and the Army has a really good definition. It is providing, not giving, not shoving it down your throat, not making you do it, but
Force,
providing
yeah. Okay.
purpose, direction, and motivation. Purpose. Why are we doing this? Direction. What are we doing? Because I may not know anything about it. I don't want to do it wrong.
Yeah.
And motivation is, if somebody doesn't want to do something, how can you get them to do it? And every person is different.
You can lead a
So
horse
it's
to the water, but you can't make it drink.
Just
Okay.
like, and that's why I use sarcasm to the fullest, because if it is truly sarcasm, and I'm pretty good at that, I try to smile when I'm saying it.
He is.
I try to make it pointed right where it is, and it gets people to go, well, I kind of have to laugh about that, but that's true. Now you get to see both sides of it, and it was just a joke. And if you ever do anything about it, that's on you. If you don't, I gave you a part. Next time you see me, guess what? Same shit's gonna happen. Until you pick up on it or start asking me questions. Why do you push that? Because I'm passionate about veterans and fairness and trash and all the things we want better. We all have to talk about them. We can't bury our heads. So if you see it, you can't unsee it. So let's change what we see. We can't bury it. We can't hide it. We can't go. That doesn't work. Just grab it and go. The day will go quicker. You'll have more fun.
So basically, we're going to have to come to the realization that not everybody can or will get it or be awake to it.
Not everybody's going to learn it the same way. Not everybody can be talked to or talked at the same way.
And so when we're trying to get people to wake up and see something different, we have to always understand that, or actually we have to have the mindset of looking at it like, if I change one person's mind, that one person is going to turn into 2 people, 3 people. So we have to look at it that way. We can't force a mass of people to wake up. We have to go after that one, which turns into 2, because they'll get a passion about it and they'll spread awareness. So that's the whole point, is that we have to not get caught up.
Is number 1.
Yeah, we don't get caught up. Yeah, and don't get angry. Don't get all butthurt if you feel like something's not happening. It's kind of like that Pay It Forward movie. Majority of those people who did something spectacular or even something simple and said to pay it forward, I don't want anything in return but pay it forward, they didn't. They had no idea that if I gave him a hug and I said pay it forward.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah, pay that forward. Guess what? I don't know how many people.
I'm going to pay that forward. I'm going to give you a hug back.
And then I have no idea how many hugs he's going to give in the future. But that's not my place. I did my part.
You know what's funny? And I meant to mention this the other night. When we were driving here, the old couple that was at the one gas station behind us.
Yes.
I don't know if it was the gas station that had food at it. They were getting something to eat, and I paid for theirs. And we got in and left.
Oh, the other day at the diner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't even have a clue. I was like, that was so cool. That worked out, you know.
It was done, or you did it and you left, and you have no idea what effect it made on them. That's the point.
But there were like 8 couples in there. What if they did it to the next one? What if the rest of the damn day, nobody paid for their own actual meal?
Well, that's what happened to me the other day. Usually I just drive out and not look back. I don't want them chasing me down. I don't want to thank you.
Thank you.
But I actually looked in the rearview mirror, and just went ahead and handed her a card through the window after she was told that I had paid for it.
Yeah.
And I know in my heart that she said, well, I'll pay for the
else.
people behind. And that just made me so happy.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes we get to see the results.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then-
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's funny because we were talking about where I grew up, the Juniata River. I got to see it, and I got to see it for what I believed, that there was this beautiful river in my hometown that a long time ago was a trash dump. When I was 11 years old, I know for sure, when I was 11, it was a trash dump. And I know in the 1990s, when I was in my 20s, I could go down there and catch trout and smallmouth bass, and I didn't see, you know, everything from, you name it, like it was dumped in there. No, you see people clean it up. We got a nice park right across this, on the other side of it now, where before you didn't let your kids in the water.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I have got to see it. I know there are results out there. You just got to do them, and you got to be patient.
Yep.
You
and
can't
that's
be
it.
you can't be looking for the result today. You got to be looking for the solution today.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Hallelujah.
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 Okay. We're done with our.
Wow, I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah, me either. That was a good flow. So what title would that be?